Okay, my name's Seba and this is my first ever blog, so it feels a bit strange. I wanted to do this because I wanted to reach out to parents and families of children with special needs, particularly ADHD, ODD and autistic spectrum disorder. Currently, I am helping people with children with those kinds of needs, with or without a diagnosis. I run a coffee morning every Wednesday from 9:30 until 11, and anybody is welcome to that, parents, mums and dads. And we discuss topics that parents have raised and said that they'd like to know more information about that. So I publicise those on my Facebook page. So if you suffer from mental health, such as depression, anxiety, phobias, fears, eating disorders, maybe have relationship problems or any kind of parenting problems, then I can help you. I'm a parent and I know it's hard work. I'm a parent of a son that's nearly 17 and two stepdaughters who are 12 and 14. So I come from a parenting background. So the coffee mornings that I run are from a peer support level. So that means that parents come in an equal group discussion. I provide cakes and coffee and we discuss what we think about certain issues and how we think we could resolve those issues. And I do some research on the latest studies that have been conducted so that we have the latest information. So they're very useful for parents. I know parenting is a hard job. I think we all go into it thinking it's going to be a lot easier than it actually is. And we learn as we go along and we make mistakes. We're human. And it's nice to have that time to discuss things that worked, things that haven't worked, and have that peer discussion. It's really, really helpful. So having children isn't all bad. There are lots and lots of fantastic things that you get out of being a parent. It's an emotional time seeing them grow up, and it happens really quickly. So it is really important that you enjoy the time and you enjoy each stage of their lives without stress, anxiety and depression. And unfortunately, if things are tough, then it does make that difficult to enjoy. So it's giving yourself a break and really enjoying that time. So whether your child has a diagnosis of autism or ADHD or ODD, which is oppositional defiance disorder, or just has some emotional and behavioural problems that you want to try and sort out, I can help you with those things. So I work with children from sort of 3 to 11. That's the usual sort of age range I work within in terms of tutoring. I'm a qualified teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years. And so I'm using my experience as a teacher, but also my psychotherapy diploma, which I have at a level 5, to really enhance the sessions and help the children. But I also work as a psychotherapist, purely as a psychotherapist with adults. So I quite often have clients that are parents and I can help them with issues that they're having. And quite often they're related to parenting. Because it is a difficult job, but you have a lot of sleepless nights. You beat yourself up over things that really you shouldn't, because it's difficult and we do make mistakes, and you can learn from those mistakes and move forward. So whether your child has a diagnosis or not, it really doesn't matter. You're still very welcome to these coffee mornings. There can be problems with behaviour, and it might just be through a different strategy in parenting you might be able to overcome that. And quite often, strategies that we use for children with special needs, children that have been in my class, that I've used a different strategy to all the children within the class, it helps everybody. So just knowing these different strategies can really, really help in basic parenting. So as I say, I run a coffee morning every single Wednesday from 9:30 until 11, and the topics do sort of vary from week to week, and I'm sort of working through a list of things that we discussed in previous sessions. And if there is a particular burning topic that people want to discuss, I obviously will add it to the list and we can do it next time. So those are, I think, quite beneficial. It is free of charge. There is absolutely no charge for that. And I think it's a really useful resource. I want to help others, and that's why I do it. I also work for a charity called The Haven. I've been working for them since July this year. So there I am working with adults that are in crisis. So if they have entered Bradford Royal Infirmary A&E, accident and emergency, or Airedale, then they are forwarded from the mental health team onto us. So these are people that are really desperate, and they are forwarded to the Haven, and we give them one-to-one support and signpost them towards other areas. So I find that really, really rewarding, and yeah, I enjoy my voluntary work there. Also from working there, I get training, so I'm really up to date with a lot of mental health training, and signposting of other services, so I'm aware of what's out there. So it's really good in terms of my CPD, as well as my own sense of giving something back to the community. I think also that coffee morning is something that I again feel like I'm giving back to the community. I have done some work also with the charity Home Start, which unfortunately I've had to take that off now because I'm quite busy with work, which, you know, it's great that I'm busy with work, but I was disappointed that I had to stop the voluntary work with Home Start, because I really felt that was a very rewarding charity too. And they are wonderful. They help parents and families with children from 0 to 5. So they work closely with children's centres, and that's been invaluable for my work experience and my understanding of what's out there for parents as well, which again has been helpful to me as my role as psychotherapist and tutor. So, as I said, I'm a psychotherapist. A lot of people are not really clear what that means. It's basically like counselling, and that's why the name Spring CPT has counselling in there, just so that people understand, I think, what I'm doing. So counselling and psychotherapy. The tutoring side, obviously, because I'm a trained teacher, I do work on academic targets as well as therapeutic targets. So I work on development of language, which is part of speaking and listening in English, but also social and emotional side of development. So it's worked really well, my chosen career to go towards psychotherapy. I've really enjoyed being a teacher, but I really felt it was time for me to do something different, and that's what I'm doing now. So I'm a psychotherapist with a level 5, which is the equivalent of the second year of a degree. And the diploma is in effective psychotherapy with cognitive behavioural therapy, which is something you've probably heard of before. So cognitive behavioural therapy gives you strategies to help move forward. I'm also trained in using psychodynamic theory, which is sort of talking about the past and wondering where an issue may have started. And once you've got more of an understanding of where something started, then you can start to move forward. Also person-centered, which is listening to the story, listening about the here and now and talking about what's happening now. So I use all three areas to help clients move forward with either anxiety, depression, eating disorders, and things like that. So I'm regularly supervised. I go to see my supervisor once a month to talk over any issues I have, and I also go for regular training. So I have a qualification in play therapy, I have a qualification in art therapy, obviously in cognitive behavioural therapy, I have Makaton training, the list goes on. So I'm quite well qualified, and I'm always updating my qualifications. So I was a teacher, I've told you about that, and I was moderated in 2015. That means the Bradford LEA send in a moderator to check what you're doing is correct. And also I was Ofsted inspected at my school in 2015 and had excellent feedback from that. Obviously excellent feedback from the moderation. And I was a year 2 teacher for 2 years, so I also had very good SATs results. So in terms of academic progress, I know what I'm doing in that sense. My main experience is Key Stage 1, so 3 to 8 really. I was working sort of year 1, 2 and 3, but I have experience from nursery right up to year 6. So that's where I can help children. So not only, as I said before, not only do I have experience as a parent, but I also have professional experience as a classroom teacher, and I also have psychotherapy experience and tutoring experience with children with special needs. So currently I have clients Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evenings. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yeah. And Saturdays for tutoring. Obviously, there's a small window from 4 o'clock really until 6 p.m. And then children are really going to bed. So that's when I do my tutoring. And then through the daytime, I have psychotherapy clients. So they're mainly adults that I do during the daytime. So that's about me really, what I can do, what I offer. As I said before, my big business is called Spring Counselling, Psychotherapy and Tutoring. So I offer therapy for adults and parents. Obviously my target market is parents, and I offer relationship therapy as well. So relationship counselling and support. Obviously have the focus on progress and social and emotional behavioural problems. So my contact details, I have a website which is currently under construction called spring.me.uk, and my email is SEBA, that's my name, Seba at spring.me.uk. And I also have a Facebook page called Spring Seba Thompson. My page where I have reviews and testimonials, so you can check out that I am doing what I'm doing. Sorry, I'll have to answer that client's call later. Yes, sorry. So psychotherapy for adults and tutoring for children, primary age children, is my page on Facebook. So if you need to look for testimonials and reviews of my work, you can look there. I also have a Twitter account called spring_Seba, and I also have a LinkedIn page called Spring CPT Seba Thompson. So I look forward to making another podcast video diary. I think I'll put this on YouTube. So yeah, my first ever one on the 21st of October 2016. I hope you enjoyed listening, and I'll look forward to speaking to you again.